Just louder. Sorry. We old folks can't hear in the back. In case you didn't know, I've been up for 24 hours. It's really not the champagne if I'm loopy, I promise. I worked last night, worked a night shift at the hospital. So I've been looking forward to telling you a little bit about my little girl. Today I get to take a minute to brag about her. So I'll tell you a few things. Susie was an easy birth and an easy baby, and that's where the easy part ended. Of all my 4 children, as a toddler, Susie was by far the most likely to be found on top of the refrigerator. You could not turn your back on her for a minute. She was very bright and very curious and seemingly fearless. Susie has always been bold and daring. She was always outdoorsy, as Noah said, much more so than the other 3, really, honey. She and Laura would collect twigs and stones and leaves when they were 2, 3, 4 years old and make these witchy arrangements that none of us understood. And she and Laura, Caroline, would stay out after dark on summer evenings collecting bugs and frogs. And of course, Dale taught her to rock climb and paddle, and she would go hiking and biking and swimming with me. What else? Oh, and she trained all of our pets. And she showed goats at the county fair. You might not all know that. But don't think for a minute that Susie was a tomboy, because she did all of this in a tiara and a tutu. 100% of the time. Where's Lita? My priceless, perfect mother-in-law, best mother-in-law anybody could ever have. I just have to say that real quick. Imagine my feminist jaw dropped when her grandmother furnished Susie with a pair of high heels and a wedding gown when she was 3 years old. I thought I was going to die, but Grandma knew Susie, and she knew that Susie loved to dress up, and Susie loved her outfits, and she loved her grandma. What I'm trying to say is she's been prancing around and practicing for this day for a very long time. And I couldn't be any happier about it. She was a really girly girl. She studied dance for years, mostly ballet. She was very good. She played bass clarinet. My mom gave her years and years of piano lessons. She's a good pianist as well. She plays the guitar. She wrote songs. She cheered, ran track, swam on the swim team. Growing up, whenever Susie wanted something, where's Dale? She would devise these campaigns to attain her aims successfully, whatever it was. And there was one occasion she failed to convince us and to get her way. Laura Caroline? On this particular occasion, she and Laura, maybe 10 years old, snuck upstairs with some ice cubes and a needle and pierced their own ears. Bold and daring. They always were. She started an ACLU chapter at her high school. She narrowly escaped some scrapes with authority during high school, dated all the wrong boys. Not gonna lie. She took her senior internship in Paris. She speaks français, bien sûr. Not surprisingly, when she was 17 and graduated from high school, she went out of state and traveled to become a whitewater raft guide on a Class 5 river on her 18th birthday, the day she became eligible to do that. Wow. Bold and daring. Gary. Gary knows this a little bit. When Susie first found you, you know, she and I were watching a lot of Catfish, and I reversed image searched all his pages. I basically cyber stalked him. I was convinced, I told her that she was being trolled, because there was no way that there was another profile that existed that was as compatible with hers as yours was. And I really thought that somebody was trolling Susie by reading her profile and supplying just the right answers. I couldn't imagine that there was any way that another person could be 99% friend with Susie by any algorithm ever designed. But their OkCupid transcripts are right back there on the table. They took off like wildfire. So, you guys who know Susie, you know Susie is, she's opinionated and she's intellectual. She's an odd duck. Well, this is why it seemed unlikely that this other person would exist, but luckily for all of us, Gary is real. Gary's also an odd duck. And they are tailor-made for each other, and I just think it's perfect. Now, Gary, first of all, let me tell you, Gary and I are simpatico. Susie tells me all the time that we're the same person. We share the same taste in books and movies and things like that. We like the same authors. So, of course, I think he's fabulous. Gary, I'm talking louder now for my mom because she's going like this. Watching you love my daughter has made me very happy.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
I knew you would keep her right away when she told me about the sweet, thoughtful little things you did for her when you were just meeting each other. I admire your gentle exterior, which I know belies a very lively interior. And I just want to welcome you officially to our family. You're one of us now. And I could not be any happier about it. Susie, I have some words to say to you. Through vagaries and strife, you have demonstrated fortitude, perseverance, resilience, and character. You are kind and thoughtful and insightful and diligent, and you are going to make a wonderful wife and mother. You've been my closest companion, and you've touched my heartstrings like no other. And you have taught me more than anyone else, rivaled only by my mother. And I love you so much. Now, let us raise our glasses to these two odd ducks who are mating for life. My toast for you is 5 words. Go forth and make ducklings.